And we're out. We're still live, but we're no longer recording.
Well, we got there in the end.
We're only 20 minutes, well, 20 minutes behind schedule with a roundtable, which we didn't have. Oh, gosh.
One day it'll be just seamless and flawless.
It wouldn't be an Inside Infinity podcast if we didn't have the occasional hiccup. The worst part is, like last week, I thought we got it all figured out. So who knows how it's going to go next week. I'll start 2 hours early making sure we're up and running. Jason and I, we connected at, what time was it? It was 5 p.m. my time. And the show goes live at 8 p.m. our time. So we have been here for quite a while making sure we were set up.
Yeah.
What's up, Tyler? Commenting on your awesome shirt, Jason.
Oh yeah, a Dizzy Infinity shirt.
Isn't that the awesome E3 one?
I guess so. Yeah.
I think the answer.
Didn't you love? Was anyone else? Did anyone else's blood boil when all the shots were coming out of these winners coming out of Comic-Con that had the PS3 version of the game box, which was later determined that was just the box that came to be shipped later? But I'm like, who are these kids? And what do I need to do to get this game?
I thought you were going to say that you were complaining that was... I thought you said PS3, but you said, I think, Disney Infinity.
No, it was PS3. Oh, it was? I don't know why it was PS3 version of the game that they were holding in all the shots of them winning.
That's too funny.
But, yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Oh.
But anyway, you've got the hopefully, you'll be at the summit and you'll be partaking of all the awesomeness.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the I love the emojis going on right now. I'm really excited about the kind of community stuff we're planning on our own, but we're also trying to work with Disney.
Wasn't it last summit like everyone was sort of just getting like first time meeting everyone pretty much, wasn't it? Like the last summit. So it's going to be like
a reunion. The reunion tour.
Yeah, but what is it? I think there's only like 7 that are coming back.
I think so.
Like we haven't obviously heard the winners of the competition that I was ineligible for. But fingers crossed. I don't know who it was. Someone in chat who created the Disney Dream toy box, and they did a phenomenal job. Like I'll fully admit it. It looks better than my Disney Dream ship. I mean, mine was a little bit more life size. But like that'll really just like rub salt in the wound.
Yeah.
If that's one of the winning boxes, when I had one ready to go, I just could have hit submit.
You do love your Disney Dream too.
It's awesome Disney Dream toy box. I wish I could work out what to do with it. Maybe 3.0 will be the one that makes it good.
It was Tesla Blitz. Tesla Blitz, you made the Disney Dream? Or Infinifan 27?
Infinifan 1927, possibly. But it's a good idea. I didn't even think of it. And when I saw it...
You have one.
I was like, I had that. There was the winning ticket.
You were ineligible.
Damn this Australian citizenship.
Jason, do you want a roundtable for another 9 minutes?
Why is that?
I don't know. Just to round out the number, and we can chat about anything the chat room wants to chat about, and I can do my periscoping duty that I've yet to do. Split our audience.
Split the audience.
Oops.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm excited about the reunion. Let's call it the reunion.
Yeah, I like it.
And it sounds like they possibly, we don't know, I don't know, I certainly don't know any details of how it's going to run, but it sounds like it's going to be almost like a zoo. Maybe they'll be in some form of cage, chained to a Disney Infinity station, building toy boxes, and the public will be able to just watch and throw popcorn at them, possibly.
You shall not leave.
Sorry if I leaked
any, you leaked the
plans there.
Oh, jerk.
But I imagine that's how it's going to go.
I think so. No more Red Bull runs, so my Jais is not going to be able to get her late night energy fix.
No.
Pirate is not going to... He's been forbidden to plan out his toy box weeks in advance. Not that he cheated, because everyone could do that. But I remember having conversations with him about the... what's it called? The asterisk. It's not the asterisk. With the Guardians ship That's really cool and twisted. Lauren says, "I will get my Red Bull." It's true. It's true.
I just hope I don't know. I don't think I've ever publicly spoken on the podcast about my thoughts of the summit, but
this is DI After Dark, so
I really, really, really hope that they don't. Like, if they're going to pit everyone against each other, then it just seems so counterproductive to me. Like, just have an all-out competition. Like, well, I think they should at least allow collaborations, because there's such, like, the amount of skill that will be in that room is incredible. Like, and I know, I mean, they've probably done me a solid. If I got invited to the summit and I was at the summit and building, I would feel totally intimidated. Like, thinking, okay, Jason, showtime, and
later, Patrick. Thanks, buddy. Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. I just build I don't even know what the heck I'd build. You know, that's the thing. I'd probably stand there with a blank toy box. I'd put down a logic gate and just totally freeze, and then just look to my left and see Mighty Gidas just ripping it up, or the Daddy Twins just total dominant. Like, I don't know. It just seems like such a waste. When you've got such skill in the room, why wouldn't you put those minds together and do something collaboratively? I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see. But you know what? Like, collaboration has been a real kind of tentpole of the Toy Box creation this year for the challenges, and so it'd be awesome if they recognize that. And look at the stuff that came
out of it. It was incredible. Like, I mean, that's, to me, I think the news that could come out of something like massive collaborative boxes that have been built in just under in 24 hours or whatnot. Yeah. So it's like such a cool news story.
Yeah. Lauren was saying she stared at a blank toy box for quite a while, actually, and then she also said that she tested all the skies and textures for a bit.
Well, see, there's that too. It's like, do you really, like, how constrained are you going to be as an artist? It's like you've got free reign of the toy box and, like, build something, and all you want to do is just test everything out.
Player One Tyler said in the chat here today, asked me if it was available as a toy box, if he was available as a toy box mentor. He laughed. That's amazing. I want to, you know what, the Air Daddy twins, they should one of them can hold the left side of the controller, the other has to hold the right side of the controller, and they have to build that way to make
I would like to see just people with whips in the background, just cracking whips and just saying build faster, build faster. The game's coming out on the 30th. Could you just get a move on? Maybe
we need more toy boxes at release.
Exactly. Very good. Awesome. Now build another one.
Yeah.
Maybe like a last-minute announcement of, like, actually, you've got to earn your D23 ticket, minimum of 5 boxes.
Oh my gosh. We did say we'd provide a D23 ticket. We didn't say what you'd have to do to earn it.
Exactly.
My gosh. Oh,
no, but I think you're going to be in such a... I mean, you've got the best job in the house because you just get to... Well, we assume you've got the best job in the house, Will. You just get to lurk in the background and watch the magic happen.
So for those that don't know, and this is by no means a complaint because I feel blessed to be able to attend some of these events, but going to E3 last year, like, there's glimpses of enjoyment there. It is work, and although it's fun and awesome work, like, it's not relaxing. You have to be on point and make sure you're getting things done. And the summit last year was the same thing as someone who was covering it. You had a certain responsibility for the community to provide certain things, but being in the room with that energy and not having to compete, I was like, oh man, I can relax. I feel so bad for all these people who are having to compete, just because the experience of, like, I was there as more of an observer, not a participant, and that experience is just so different.
Yeah, it's but unfortunately you're just not in the running to. And all right, let's lay it on the table. Let's lay it on the table right now. Give me what is the percentage chance that they're going to offer another toy box position?
Like toy box townsperson?
Yeah. What's the odds of a new townsperson position being offered?
I could see it kind of being I don't know. I mean, it might take away a little bit of the magic if it's offered every year, but I could see it being kind of like a tradition.
think I want it to be a tradition.
I do too.
Like I think, like, yeah, I kind of want it to be. I don't think there's any greater honor than being part, particularly because it's a platform.
Sumerian is saying this time it's a figure.
I'm not too sure about that.
I would be afraid of all the customs that would come out of that.
But presumably Mighty Gidas will be in 4.0, will be in 5.0.
And hopefully
we don't
we'll
know.
See that then. Hopefully, I hope they make a big to-do about it. You know, like especially since it's been kind of...
Well, that's got to be at the summit. Like, that's
Yeah.
going to be announced at the summit.
Yeah.
And no player type 1 type. It's not my dream to be a townsperson. It's a figure. Like
Your dream is to be a figure.
I'm first in line for figure rights. I mean, they brought Donald out just for me. Remember?
It's true.
That was the inspiration for the Donald figure. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to watching it from home anyway.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We don't even know if it's going to be live streamed. You said it was live streamed last time.
It was live streamed last time. We heard tonight it was going to be recorded, but that doesn't mean that it's all of their events so far have been recorded, I believe. So that doesn't mean that it's not going to be live streamed. I can imagine. You know, if anything, they've increased their presence in the live streaming space, obviously. So it's got to be live streamed.
You know what we need, and I'm sorry to point the gun at you. You know what we need? I would love for Disney Infinity TV to have like a Conan-style talk show set up where people could just be waltzing in and out of the set, and it's like, because you did some amazing interviews last time. Amazing interviews. It'd be awesome just to have that. You know, it's like it's like the giant bomb thing. You know how Giant Bomb at E3 they got like the After Dark. You know, that'd be sweet.
Yep. I might know a guy that would be interested in doing something like that. I mean,
okay, right, okay.
Might have to put our heads together.
Anyway, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see everyone. Like, because half of these guys are like now legends anyway. Right. They haven't been to the summit before. Like, Baroness, is this Baroness's first time?
I believe so. Yep.
Like, awesome. Can't wait to see their personality and you know.
So Tesla Blitz Sumerian, actually half the chat room is very versed in the toy box artist arena. Who's going this year that was not there last year? As we wait, and I send a text. And we talk about Jason wearing his. So we just, all right, here's some behind the scenes while we wait for these answers. So Jason came up with something tonight, and he didn't really have a rant. So, okay, so Sonic Photo, King of the Tunas. Tyler, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to meet you. I don't know why.
Tyler's already working on his hand model toy box. I know he is. He's working real hard. He's also cheating by working with all the mentors, I'm sure.
Oh, we got so many. Okay, so the repeats are Pirate, Vasuri, Daddy, and MTM. Wow. That is freaking awesome. Because, honestly, it's not that I've forgotten anyone that I met last year, but I feel like the challenges winners are so much connected with us. Not all of them, because we knew a lot of them last year as well. But I feel like all of you are so accomplished at this point. I'm like, did you not win last year? It's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I know, totally. Cannot wait. It's just going to be an amazing display of toy box skill. One that I hope's captured nicely and does huge businesses with Disney as far as news people picking it up. And I really hope. I don't know. I just think. Can't wait to see Star Wars in action in a toy box. To be honest.
Yep.
We have still yet to really seen, you know, what that fully means.
Yep. We've seen a couple set pieces. Scroll through quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That doesn't even cover it. Like, I cannot tell you, and Will, you probably don't, like, the spline tool, like, that one toy alone, and I know there's other toys coming that they haven't even been mentioned yet that are as equally cool as the spline tool, but that spline tool, I can't begin to think it has so many uses. It's
So
not
many.
funny.
Not and so many uses outside of like what first comes to mind.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, it goes far beyond just simply, mapping a path for something to follow. I mean, there's just I can't wait. I cannot wait to just see detailed, stuff in action. It's going to be super overwhelming for those toy box artists there. I hope they get. Is it still only 24 hours? Like, is it still only? Oh, it's 3 days, yeah.
Yeah, so
But it's
that's going to
Thursday
be.
days arriving, right?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I know it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I don't know what that means. That's pretty big though. Friday was the arrival day last year. Saturday, Sunday were the main events, and half of Sunday really. And yeah, I wonder. They got to have some special things. I could imagine filling out. So last year, they had an exclusive tour of Avalanche Studios, which was amazing, or Avalanche Software, and I can't believe I'm still making that mistake on occasion. So I would wonder if like this year they could fill out some like behind the scenes D23 stuff. Like I don't know. Like here's setting up some of the presentations. Here's some rehearsal for some of the presentations. I don't.
Yeah,
3 days is a long time.
It was really super private last time too, though, wasn't it? Like it certainly had this private, like you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for building toy boxes. Jason, you suck. You didn't win a single toy box. So when it's in a public arena, I think it's got a little bit more showy. So it'd be very interesting to see how it all plays out. I don't know. Very excited.
That is very exciting.
Because it's still for us. I think they know that like this is for us, the community.
Yeah.
Like it's for the hardcore, and I expect them to really go over the top for that. But I don't think they're going to give out PlayStations and stuff because everyone's got them.
Yeah,
so,
it's a different environment, but I don't know. Yeah, they're going to make it special again. They're going to make it a celebration of the community, not only in the presentation, but also making the attendees feel special and like they really truly earned it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's so nuts to me. So I'm in packing mode right now. So for me, like all of July just doesn't exist because my head spent packing boxes and shortly moving. And so the next like after that, the thing I keep thinking of is, well, now our August 3rd show, and then the following week D23, and then a few short weeks after that, like Disney Infinity is here, and I'm so thankful it's not happening in September this year. You have no idea, and it's happening on a Sunday for me, which the first year I did not get to participate in that, and man, it's exciting.
I legitimately don't know what I'm gonna do when I eventually get the game because it seems I'm literally like Marvel. I was only interested in 50% of the game, the toy box. Whereas this one, I'm like legitimately want to play all the play sets and I want to play them well, and I legitimately want to do the kart racing. I want to do it all, and it's just like, how do you?
Yeah.
And as toy box builders, you're like, I've got to unlock all this stuff. So it's like this extra level of like, I got to get through this stuff just to unlock all the toys. I just don't know what to do. And what do you stream? Like, we're streamers. We want to stream the content. Right. It's just, I don't know. It's going to be intense.
Yeah, and we're going to absolutely make sure that we try to cover that in the most logical manner possible with the multiple team members. But yeah, I don't know. Jason, I sent this to you the other day, and I don't know if the chat room cares, but this was a huge win for me. So my wife is not a gamer. She supports me as much as she can for not really understanding the hobby.
Sounds like my wife.
I failed miserably at trying to get her to play Disney Infinity 2.0 with me, and it did not happen. She loved Inside Out. I showed her the Toy Box Speedway and a bit of the Inside Out playset. And so I've convinced her that I'm going to be patient with her. I'm going to take her through content slowly. And so that's how I'm going to do it. It's going to be a joint venture co-op with my wife. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really, really excited to try that.
And I'm going to try something fresh this year and actually play with my kids. Or at least one of them, and try try not to get frustrated. So I think we might try and do the. I think that'd be cool to do a live stream of the Inside Out play set with Kira and I. We'll see how that goes. That'd be cool.
Well, and so I don't know about you, but I honestly feel like that I am missing content by not playing cooperatively, especially in the playset, since you can only play local co-op. And so I think that'll be a lot of fun for us this year if we can make that work. So.
Yeah, well, we never tried. Actually, no, we did, because you can't. Well, for me anyway, the PS4 party play thing. What's it called?
Share play.
Share play didn't work for me in this country with Disney Infinity. It just said nope, not in this thing. But did you ever try co-op with share play?
That is a great question. I feel like Lloyd and I tried it, or I talked to one of our listeners / viewers that did it. But man, that's a brilliant idea. Trying to play the play sets that way, co-op. Oh man, huh? Was it your upload speed? Do you think?
No, it was some region block thing.
Oh, bummer. All right, I'm gonna have to try that out
in my region.
Well, now my Infinity stuff is packed up, but when I get unpacked, I'm gonna have to try that with Lloyd right before 3.0 comes out, because that's a really cool way around that actually.
And it actually would make for a much more entertaining stream if two people are, because you can share the party chat.
Yep.
And it'd be a lot more entertaining to watch if two people playing.
We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that. I bet it works. I can't see why it wouldn't work, and that would be awesome.
No, and I've played. It's not too bad if you've got a strong internet connection. It's particularly for something like Disney Infinity. I think that little bit of latency would be fine.
Yeah. Yep. Jason, should I show off what's next to me? Not that's that special, and not that I'm keeping it too. So that's another reason why I'm okay to show it off. So this came in the mail today by our good friend Steven C from Media Meltdown and from our show. I'm giving this away to someone special though, so I'm not keeping it. Came from E3, but man, Jason, I know why you picked sadness after watching the movie, seeing joy, and I want to do an unboxing so bad. Seeing joy and anger, and seeing the memory globes. I can't wait to see those lit up. So excited.
You know, if they do that again next year for 4.0, we assume that's 4.0 is coming out, they're going to give away figures like that. I'd go that extra mile and print out like an E3 exclusive hologram. Wouldn't that be cool? Just to be able to have, just to know that your figures, like from the E3 event or the D23 event, like that'd cost them next to nothing, and just give that little bit of, because I've still got some of the E3 boxes that the 2.0 figures came in.
Yeah, me too. I packed them up.
Yeah, so
it signifies nothing about the figure themselves, but it's still really cool.
No, exactly. I mean, they all ended up on eBay anyway. But even if you're buying one off eBay, it'd be nice to know at least I'm getting a D23 edition.
Yeah, totally.
So,
yeah, Jason, I might have to rip this audio because this is essentially a round table. Someone in the chat says like, Crystal Perry, if this isn't a round table, I don't know what is. That's an excellent point. So, and we have been recording for over an hour now, but some of that was like, we're recording. So
why not, eh?
Well, with that,
bonus
I guess
content.
Let's go ahead and end it.
Yeah, time for another Vegemite sandwich.
I was gonna say you probably want breakfast / lunch.
It's 1:40 in the afternoon now.
That's so nuts to me. We connected at 10 a.m. your time, I think.
That's right, yeah, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 1:40 we've been podcasting.
I love it. Vegemite in 4.0. Oh my gosh, Jason, should we do a live Vegemite challenge at D23?
With what? When? Well, who's going to bring the Vegemite?
They sell Vegemite here, which is surprising because no one here buys it, but it's in stores.
It's just like a shelf covered in dust.
Oh,
just never move.
Yeah. So you also have the added benefit of not.
I think honestly, I actually thought I'd love to send my Donald hat that you could just maybe put just on the floor or something like that. Just cut to the shot of the hat just there without its head underneath it. And I think a Vegemite challenge would be, a good way to send love back to Australia for us Australian builders that won't be available.
Oh, too funny.
I should organize, like, when's it, like, we need an event here. We got a few gaming events over here. I'd like eventually to organize a meetup for all the Australian Disney Infinity fans, because there are quite a few of us
You should.
around, and some of them are really good. Like, they build toy boxes and stuff, so we could just hold our own Rebel Toy Box Summit. And I could just host that at like a PAX or next year's Comic Con Australia or something like that.
Crystal Perry saying all 5 of you.
There's more than 5 of us, at least 6 or 7.
Oh, Pirate hasn't even done the Vegemite challenge. All right, it's happening. Got to make sure to remember to bring some. You know what you should do though, Jason? Even if you don't make your own summit, which would be awesome, you should do like a community meetup for one of these live streams sometimes. Like, I don't know if it's too late for D23.
What live streams?
But any live stream, like
yeah, totally. Like maybe like, you know, rent out a cinema or something like that,
yeah.
or hang in a cinema. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Keep that Patreon cracking, and we'll get there.
And Patrick runs one of the Australian Facebook groups. We want to get him on, so maybe that's something we can talk to him about.
Yeah, we gotta have him on. We know he runs one of the US groups.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, but we got Maxi Geek, and there's tons of like, you know, there's a ton of Australian talent, and we just like to show our skills.
Yeah, I see.
You know, but we'll get there one day.
King of the Tunas asks what the Vegemite challenge is. Miriam saying eat Vegemite without throwing up. Lauren says harder than it sounds. Justin says will Nightly Summit D23 including Vegemite challenge. I want JV, Allison, Tyler, and all the Eagle to eat it up too.
Classic. Yeah, legal.
Let's just have legal do it.
Totally. As long as the label's not showing to camera, it'll be fine.
No. That's funny though.
Behold the flavor of your breaking our promises.
So King of Tuna, a history lesson for you. We had a Australia Day challenge. Australia Day is kind of like the U.S.'s 4th of July. It's their patriotic holiday. And Jason sent us all in the mail. Whoever was on that episode sent us Vegemite packets, and we had to eat it live on air.
From McDonald's. Legit Vegemite from McDonald's.
And I don't think the majority of the packets showed up unopened. So it led, just that little bit more of mystery to the event, and so it's kind of been a running joke of ours ever since.
I still we should totally go. I loved the episode with was it Steve C and like the whole I wanted to make a cooking segment out of that piece of footage. We should drag that up. It's amazing. I went back. The day Puppet Echo got his pin for 12 months at Disney or whatever, I went back because I wanted to find the first time I reviewed one of Puppet Echo's toy boxes.
Wow.
When we first started, and I was doing the top 5 each thing out. Yes, I was the first.
Wow. To
do top 5 reviews of toy boxes, the top 5 winnings. My gosh, I was boring when I started off, and I'm thinking these things are an hour each. I got through 2 videos and went, forget it. I didn't remember what one it was, but I remember Puppet Echo telling me that the first time he heard me review one of his toy boxes was I poo-pooed it or something like that. I said it was boring or something like that. So I wanted to find that footage and re-release it in honor of his 12 months at the company. But sorry, I couldn't be bothered.
That's too.
I hope that doesn't reflect on our friendship, but ultimately, yes, I gave up and couldn't be bothered.
Well, we later had him on a show. Well, no, we had Pirate on a show speaking for him about some teaching things he was doing, and I think we did the same thing for one of Lauren's toy boxes long ago too. That's probably why we stopped doing it, because at the time, we weren't builders, and we were doing a whole lot of criticizing and not a whole lot of building, and so we're like, you know what, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah, totally ashamed. Totally ashamed.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes good go back in history, and as I say, there's some good episodes back there with the Vegemite challenge and stuff like that.
Oh, this is cool. Lauren's saying, Jason, the first time you played one of hers, you said it reminded you of Skyrim, and she was very flattered.
Awesome.
It was
See,
the
I don't
first one to
remember
get
that.
featured too. What toy box is that, Lauren? What would it have been? Wasn't the Frozen one, was it?
I don't
The
know.
Frozen, or was
And then
that Tangled?
someone
I'm thinking.
someone made a toy box. I don't remember who it was. Again, I apologize. Someone made the toy box and specifically said they were inspired by something I said. It was one of the
Tangled Hunt.
theme park challenges or something like that. I can't remember, but like that was good days. I
Yeah.
don't know why I stopped doing that, but clearly an hour was too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although Mighty Gitis does much longer than that now these days, and I'm happy to like hand that job over to the other YouTubers that like doing that. But
Totally. It was
Good
the
times.
Tangled Hunt toy box. So set was open world.
so long time ago, isn't it?
It's weird to think about. So we have been doing this show 2 years in just a couple weeks. Gosh, that's crazy to me. So we started.
If
it
I get time, I might go
mid-July.
back and find something because that'd be kind of cool to put on our 100th episode. A bit of a highlight reel
That would be cool.
of some of our old stuff. It's a lot of work though. I don't know whether it'll get done. I'm not going to make any promises. Thank goodness we're not recording, but like that would be kind of cool to
That would
look
be
back
cool.
at some of the cool moments.
I do have an outtakes folder. It's not filled with very much, but I do. Going on your too long comment, Lauren says the first video she ever watched of us was the Extra Life, and she's like, that was lots of hours.
Tough show. That was a tough show.
That was. It was tough. It was tougher year 2 than it was year 1, which is crazy because we had so much more content
Really?
year 2. For me, it was.
No, 2.0 was a breeze for me because I was into the toy box. Remember, I was trying to build that
Yeah, the scenes.
that revolving stage that I was going to use, and and I was building part of the Disney Dream. And at one point, I was literally running in circles, fighting to stay awake.
So, yeah. Well, for me, I think part of the reason it was easier is because I was at my desk. And this one I was like in various stages of lying down on the couch. And so I was much more comfortable. So that made it more difficult.
Yeah.
Crystal, what was the original intro? I know I have it. In fact, I actually... Well,
Wasn't it the one with like the TV and it had like Walt Disney and stuff like that?
That was the original DITV intro.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's the one he's talking about or not. Well, here I had the original episodes. I can play one, just the intro real quick. If I can...
We're actually approaching our 500th video on DITV.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's another milestone.
Very close to our 500th, yeah.
Here's episode 2. It's not episode 1. Oh man, I think I had a drawing on it, and I had the Infinity Machine.
God, I don't think I started even listening to the Inside Infinity podcast until episode. I want to say, I don't even know. Single digits, I want to say, but
Well,
I
so
don't know
that's
how
why I was
many-
asking if you started listening when it was audio or not.
yeah, because I wanted to destroy you. I thought, who?
Jerk.
I'm like, oh, because I built my blog and I'm like, I can't believe someone's already on this podcast game. I was like, I'm just going to infiltrate that right now,
Right.
destroy it from the inside out, and then
That's how we roll.
rest is history.
The rest is history. I don't even remember how we started talking. Man, Lloyd.
Because you used to have community shows, and we had like, who I'm trying to remember who was it Boondoggle Man on our show? No, it was
It might have been.
It was like 5 of us. We had like this community thing. It was like 5 of us.
That was the first time we met. It was.
Yeah.
It was. I started to do. It on Google Plus.
Yes, we were on Google Plus for a long time. Google Hangout.
So yeah,
that's
so
how we could
Justin
all
was
be
listening to
community
episode
members.
3 when he found us. Pirate Steven, episode 13 was the best. That was the first one he was on because I remember we did the our list for. Oh man, we should be saving this for the 100th episode. We should. That's all
We
100
don't even
should
need
be.
100. Just rip this audio and
Yeah,
just play it.
yeah. But that was when we did our best villains, and I think Steve C was probably on there, and he said Alice in Wonderland. Not really.
Okay, so I must have gotten it. I must have started in single digits.
Yeah. All right, so here, I hope it's online. Surely it is. All right, so actually you're about to listen to it. Jason, you won't hear it until it comes on the, actually, can you hear that? No, you can't. Let me see if I can at least change it so the audio you can hear. It's not that big a deal. You can hear it in just a moment. So everyone else, this is what the introduction, the first couple seconds of the first episode of Inside Infinity. Oh man, we should totally play the original
Hello everyone,
song.
welcome to the very first episode of the Inside Infinity podcast. I'm your host, Will Kelly. Today's date is Sunday, July 21st, 2013, which means it is exactly 4 weeks away from the US Disney Infinity launch.
Okay, that was weird. You can tell I'm totally like not confident, and I'm in a room and trying not to be heard by my wife because I'm talking really quietly.
Oh, dude, I was so nervous that first day I was on. I remember, God, takes me back.
Oh,
takes
man.
me back.
All right, so actually, I'm gonna scroll through here. Crystal Perry is saying the 100th should have the main co-host as well as various guests. That would be pretty awesome. Gosh, I'm just gonna take shots in the dark here on when our first video podcast was. So not episode 6. Oh, you know what? We may have lost actually the video on some of these.
Because you only did, because we would have been on the Inside Infinity channel.
Yeah. And I don't know if I ever did get around to migrating. Okay, episode number 7. Episode number 7, September 1st. This week, we introduced Jason from the Disney Infinity blog as a host. And it was a video.
Nice.
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. I have episode, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have episode 5. 5 and 7 are the oldest I have. We have a few missing video-wise. And 7... Alright, so 7 we do have video. So...
Can we just delete that now?
Crystal Perry.
Hello everyone, welcome to Inside Infinity episode number 7. Today's show was recorded on September 1st, US.
The Christmas special is on the Inside
my name is Will
Infinity
Kelly, and I'm here today with Jason from the Disney Infinity
the
blog.
infamous Australia Day episode.
How are you doing, Jason?
Looks like it's
Good, thank you, Will. Good day, Infinity fans from Australia.
Jason,
absolutely, you're hailing from Australia. So is today the first for you, or is it the second? Because I know you're a day ahead. So
it is the second today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Well, it's great that you're able to represent some of our Australian fans, because I know we have a few of them out there.
We actually had a rapport even the first time, because I don't think we talked very much prior to that. Jason, I was
probably not.
surprised that there was a podcast for the game. Still amazed me. You know what? Honestly, and I've said this before, that's the reason I started it, is because I've always wanted to do a podcast. I've been listening to them since like 2003, and it's hard to get into established, at least in my interest, which is video games and movies and geekery. And I was like, there's no one doing this. I was like, I'm gonna try my shot at it. I remember making posts on the forum and like it not getting very well received. I remember at the time Sheriff wasn't too thrilled about it because first couple episodes, who knows if it's a fly-by-night sort of deal. And Justin, that's awesome, man. That's really... I wonder if we could come up with like a call-in, where we could get like longtime listeners to call us up. That'd be pretty cool.
Doesn't worst case, doesn't Lloyd have a 1-800 number where people can leave a message?
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right, Jason, you got to remind me to bring this up next time. That would be so awesome. For anyone who's watching now, I'm gonna let you know what that number is. It's not toll free, but it is. You can call freely if you use like a Google Voice number or something like that. Where is it? Lloyd? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna mention this next time. I don't even know if he. I know it's still there. This is fun. This is fun walking down memory lane with all of you in the chat.
Just
I'll
premature.
remind you too.
but-
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Justin. What's that?
Just premature walk down memory lane, but that's
Yeah.
all right. What episode we just recorded? 97. So
97. So we have 3 episodes. So
3 episodes left.
So, you
well,
know what?
technically 2, and then it's the episode.
Yeah, should we do this episode 99? I think we should, because we do have a hour-long episode plan that's pretty special. So maybe 99 could be our pre-show, and that could be a walk down memory lane. What do you think, Jason? What was chat think? Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, we could do it at the same time, but then we're looking at a 2-hour podcast, which are not against that, but I feel like if we did them separately, it might be better received.
Yeah. We'll have to
All right.
work it out.
No, it's the week before D23.
Which is so cool.
Yeah. I was actually, because of moving stuff, I was gonna try to skip next week, but then I looked at the calendar and I'm like, that's not gonna happen, because we definitely don't want it to happen the week of D23, because then it will get lost in the shuffle, as it should.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have all of our Summit and D23 plans and thingos sorted out by the next podcast, so we
Yeah.
can discuss that in detail. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yeah, that would be ideal. And it's not for lack of trying. We've just been waiting for the Comic-Con
Because just
to
play
die
well,
down.
because then that'll be sort of like a good news episode, and then we have the 99, 100
Yeah. All right, so that's a plan.
situation.
So 99 will be our throwback episode. Gonna have to start planning that with guest. We'll try to find the phone number. He mentions it every episode. He used to have it written down here someplace. But I'll make sure, because that would be awesome, having a whole bunch of call-ins.
Or worst case,
Just
or they could
messages.
just film, or they could film themselves with their phones and just
Yeah.
put it on YouTube and send us the link.
Yeah, it's 15-second tweets that you could send us. Instagram's 15 seconds. I'm only saying 15 seconds because I think that's what they're limited to. But yeah, you could always. That would be so cool to hear from you all that have been listening a long time. How long you've been listening? You're like Justin's saying, the first time number 3 and the Vegemite challenge, and such a sap.
How many listeners? I'd love to know how many listeners you had on episode 1.
Probably 20 from the forums, if that.
It's hard to tell because technically, so I'm sure someone at some point goes back and still downloads episode 1 from iTunes. Is it even available on iTunes?
I can tell you what the stats are from a couple weeks ago at least, because I asked Lloyd. Oh wait, no, that won't give me all of them. Let me see if I can look up the stats for the first episode as it stands now. Like you said, it doesn't give you everything, unfortunately. Crystal Perry, you joined late 20s, early, but think about that. That's still early. Jason joined us on episode 7. Let's just look at what episode 30 was in the timeline of Disney Infinity. 30. Good news, Jason. Our search works really well on the website. Okay, episode 30, the Marvel 2.0 announcement. April 30th, 2014.
Makes sense.
We were still doing Google Plus. Pirate Steven joined us wearing his pirate outfit. Jason's there, Caesar's there, and so is Travis from Disc Kingdom. Wow, that's a lot.
I remember when Pirate was first on the episode, I legitimately thought he had long dreads. Did not realize that was part of the hat.
Oh, that is too funny.
I think I thought that for the first couple of episodes he was on.
Oh man, it's hard. I wonder if I can search this. I can't sort by names. I can sort by downloads, and it's not giving me everything.
My Hatbox Ghost costume was probably one of my favorite appearances on the podcast. I loved that one. That must have been the Halloween.
Yeah, that probably would have been the first Halloween one.
And I enjoyed the one where I came on as the Star Trek, with the Star Trek crew. I don't remember why. I don't remember. It was clearly a parody on Star Wars. But I was replace Captain Picard's head with my own or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I can't imagine us doing that
Well, we can't because of the Skype setup.
Yeah, true. Sonic Photo, here you can actually, I wish there was a better way, like a calendar or something. Well, that wouldn't work really either, but you can, if you just type in Inside Infinity and then the number, here I'll show it on the website. So yeah, if you just like Inside Infinity, if you could learn to spell. So there you go, Inside Infinity 1. Here's all the ones I just searched. It's doing so far. It's picked up every single one that I found. So this is DisneyInfinity.tv, and then just typing in the search.
And I think we've only lost 1 or 2 episodes over the years.
Yeah, as far as like lost and never posted. I mean, we have had 90. Well, yeah. So how many episodes have we actually had? But we have published up to this point 97 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, we will after today. So. God, that's crazy. I wonder what. Pick another random number. I'm gonna look at number 20 since. So
that is kind of fun to look back on, and it's like, what? Because honestly, how do you talk for 2 years about one game?
Even the most diehard games. JB remembers the Club 33 show. Wow.
What happened on the Club 33 show? I don't remember that. I remember we had those.
It was just logo. Our 33rd episode.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Travis was on for that one too, I think, because he made that logo. January 20 or podcast 25 was January 6th, 2014. We answer listener mail on episode 25. Pirates here. Whoa. Ben was on this episode. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, Jason, I think we have to mention this episode. Let's see if I can do some math. I think it's number 24. Or maybe we didn't even broadcast it on an episode. But our Christmas one was pretty special.
While we sang the
Pirate. Just brought it up.
12 Days of Infinity, yeah.
Infinity. Uh-oh. No result for 23. Oops, I forgot that
we didn't, never did follow that up.
What? Yeah. Last year was too crazy. Uh-oh. Where's 23?
We were planning, remember we were planning, I don't know whether we ever publicly announced this, but remember we were planning on potentially using my group, the musical stage, to do a live Christmas production entirely in Disney Infinity. That would have been good.
Oh, Pirate, I still have every person's. He's saying, I wonder how many takes it took for 3 Days of Infinity. I remember going to sleep at night and hearing that.
Yeah, because you assembled it all, didn't it? We all sent you our cuts, and you cut it all together, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That did happen. Oh man, I should just like show my Disney Infinity folder. Just the randomness I have in here. Do you remember our first background, Jason? Oh, you can kind of see it now.
What?
Is it planned? I don't think it's planned.
I don't remember a background.
Oh, that was just the background, actually.
Oh yeah, the one with the castle. You meant we had that for ages.
Remember the title? It had like the spinning. Is it on YouTube still? I watched. Oh yeah, it is on YouTube. Yeah. The Lila horse. Justin's saying that's one of his faves. Oh man, too crazy. Yeah. I still have ripped versions of songs from the game that I used to use for background.
Background music. Did we have background music at one point, did we?
Yep. I did when I was solo. I had, and I would get constant feedback, but that the mix was never good. And I remember getting this one email, I don't know from who, but they're like, I've been listening to podcasts all my life. And I took that inspiration straight from You'll Appreciate This, Inside the Magic. And he's like, it sounds so bad. I can't even remember, but and I'm like, dude, don't yell at me. I just didn't have a good mix. I'm still figuring out the mix. Leave me alone.
Oh, cool. I'd love to read some live negative feedback.
These are the ones that I wish you like.
I'll put it simple.
So that was one of my transitions, and I know you can't hear it right now, Jason, but
Yeah.
I had a Star Tours transition. I had a Jack Sparrow transition. Oh, this is all 18 seconds of it. So this was an audio transition.
We don't have the key.
You were hardcore back then.
Whatever it is,
What happened to your
we
passion?
unlocks. For what purpose would be served in finding whatever need be unlocked, which we don't have, without first having found the key what unlocks?
Audio transitions.
So,
Not going near those these
So,
days,
so
are we?
I found something else equally cheesy to fill the gaps, and that was you.
Fair enough.
I had a
Fair
Star
enough.
Tours intro.
Really? Gosh.
Yep.
Star Tours, 1401, you are cleared for departure.
1401. That's
I know I've
us.
said it before. Every time I'm not on the show and I listen back to the podcast, it's so frustrating listening to a podcast that you're on and not being able to talk.
Yeah.
It is so frustrating.
You mean the ones you're not on, or the ones that you were on?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the ones I'm not on.
Yeah.
Like, I rarely listen to the ones I'm on. But, like, yeah, if I'm not on and I listen just to make sure I don't cover the same thing, it's just so frustrating being in a situation where you can't.
Yeah.
You know, and it's even
Totally.
worse when it's like, nope, I do not agree with that.
Yeah.
I want to interject. It's like, no, it's in the past.
And you're so used
Move
to
on.
being able to interject as well. So,
Yeah.
Jason, we have Extra Life interviews from developer interviews. We have Worth Daily in here, Mutated Jellyfish. We have the artist team.
I'd love to have Mutated Jellyfish back on the show and just get, like, you know, where are they now?
Yeah, he came on to something, or I think he was on a Toy Box TV Live a while ago. Not ours, obviously, but like the weekly Fridays, and I was chatting him up a little bit. I was like, "Hey, dude, it's Will. Do you remember me?" He's like, "I remember you." I heard he moved on to good things, which is good, because he
It's
was
just cool to
really
know,
cool.
like, you know, like I say, because he was really cool on the show, and
Yeah,
we're going to get so many people. Like, we need Chad Liddell back on the show. We need that man back on this show.
yeah, we do.
And we interviewed him, what, in the middle of the night? Was it? I didn't remember. It was like...
No, it was
during the charity
morning.
event.
It was during the charity event, but before we started. So we entered. Oh no, yeah, I remember what you're saying. We interviewed Worth in the middle of the night. So Worth jumped on and chatted away with us while we were playing the game. We interviewed Matthew Armstrong and Chad Liddell earlier that day.
Like, if I knew now what I know now to talk to Chad Liddell, because I remember, like, you going, Jason, you got any other questions? I'm like, nah.
Yeah, right. Hey,
It's like...
here's our Halloween intro. So cheesy. Oh god, that was great. Wait for it, Jason. Just wait for it.
It's coming, it's coming.
All right, and then after this, we're gonna stop because this is just gold, and we're cutting into our spectacularness.
Oh, that Halloween intro is sensational.
Here's something that the chat will hear. Here's a few outtakes of the intro. Inside Infinity. Oh, that was a bad outtake. On this week's show, DuckTales Remastered, Infinity concept art, and how to improve the Wiki. I think I tried that like 5 times. Those weren't very good. Thanks, Tyler. Did we have any other cool... I don't think we had any other... Oh, I don't want to subject Tyler to the 12 Days of Infinity. We might have to tweet that to him. Actually, not subject the rest of the chat who's seen it before. I haven't listened to it in a very long time.
I think Tyler should be getting the... He should be the one to be working on the sequel using the Disney employees.
Oh, there you go.
Totally. We want to see that. Tyler, all right? We want to see the PR 12 days of PR slip-ups. That's what we want to see. 12 days of Disney Infinity by the official Disney Infinity team.
I like it. I like that idea a lot. All right, let's end it. We're gonna run through all of our material.
We've got to do something with that audio, though.
This was awesome, everyone. Chat. Thanks for sticking it out. Yeah, we are gonna have to. You're saying we're gonna pull this audio and make it a.
I think so.
Make it a round table. I think so too. It was too good. It can be a prelude to what's to come. So that was a blast. That was almost more fun than the actual show was. So thank you so much, everyone. This was fun. Good times.
Yeah,
good times, as Jay's saying. Hey, congrats again, buddy, and thanks for joining us for your birthday. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I hope you had a good one. Hope you got Infinity pre-ordered for yourself. So
yeah, totally.
Awesome, folks. Well, thanks again. That was a lot of fun. It's only going to be better now that we have episode 99 planned. So, cool. We'll see you all next week. I'm waiting for Jason to say bye, and he's not saying it.
Bye. Sorry. Bye.
Bye.